Are you preparing for an interview, or you have been called for an interview, and then you want to know more about aptitude test because you heard somebody say that during my time I was being called to go and write an entrance exams, or another person said, oh, for my school we didn't write any entrance exams. So you are confused and you want to know more about aptitude test. Then in this video I'm going to explain it to you better. Hi everyone, if you don't know who I am, I'm Akhurst. I'm a registered journalist. In today's video, I'm going to explain what aptitude test is, some schools which may call you and then ask you to write aptitude test, some sample examples in relation to aptitude test, and many more. So don't forget to like, comment, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you find this video helpful. Now let's dive into it. What exactly is an aptitude test? When we say an aptitude test, it's simply an exams organized by the school to assess the applicants before and even during the admission process. So the decision depends on the school itself. It is not compulsory that all schools organize aptitude tests. Some schools do, some schools don't. So don't be surprised if your friend says that when I went for my interview, they didn't ask me to write any entrance exams. Or another friend will say, when I went, I was asked to write an entrance exams. So most of the times you should be focusing on the messages the school will send you. So you have to be reading your email, telephone number should be correct as well, and then follow the time and also the venue the school would ask you to come, because at times they write all of them down in the interview messages. A friend will say that, oh, I've got an interview to the school, but then with the interview message, it says that when coming, come along with a pen, pencil, eraser, and then sharpener or even a calculator. That interview message simply states that you are going to write an aptitude test. Once another person will say that, oh, the school sent me a message. They said when coming, come along with interview fee, and then with your birth set, what's the results and those things. They didn't ask us to come along with a calculator or even a venue where you'll be meeting. That person wouldn't be going to write any tests. By a person with calculator, pens, and also some things which shows that you're going to write an exams. It will be stated in the message. So read the message carefully. Now let's talk about this question people ask me. How long am I going to do this aptitude test? First of all, it depends on the school. A school may say that, oh, when you come to the school, we are going to do interview the same day and also write an entrance exams the same day. Another school may say, when you come to do the entrance exams today, and in a month's time or in a week's time, you come and do your interview. So it depends on the school you are buying their forms. So just be reading the messages carefully. Now let's go to the format. It is a computer-based or a paper-based format. In some schools, you'll be asked to come along with just a calculator, and even do not ask you to wear a particular outfit. Just come along with a calculator and even some eraser or sharpener in relation to your exams. And then they'll tell you that go to an ICT. That message means that they are going to do that exams in an ICT lab. It is a computer-based test. You are going to sit in front of a computer, then they'll set a time on the computer. So when you are doing your test, there's a timer beside it where you'll be doing at the same time. That timer will be reading. You can't log out of the page. You can't go to any other sites within the page. You are just on that page and then you are solving your questions. And then with the paper-based one, you are going to be asked to come to a classroom or a venue. You sit behind the paper and then you write it just like the way you wrote your exams in SHS. So with that one, you are going to sit in the classroom along with your colleagues and then you write, and then you see invigilators in the classroom. So we have it two types. Now, away from the format or how we are going to write it, we also have the type of questions you are going to encounter. We have it in two forms. We have the essay writing and also objective tests. If a school says write an essay, then you wouldn't do any objective test. But if the school says do objective test, that means you're not going to do essay writing. Let's talk about the essay writing. With the essay writing, the school wants to see how you understand the nursing profession, how you can write a sentence as well, your English grammar, your spellings, and also your cognitive reasoning. With the essay writing, it can be in essay form, letter, or even article. So prepare yourself if in case you go to a school like that, you are going to write it in an essay form. With the essay, they can ask you to write, why do you want to be a nurse in an essay form? Explain why we should give you admission in an essay form. Write a letter to your friend telling him or her why you want to be a nurse, or qualities of a nurse. What are the roles of a nurse in an essay form? Or they can even ask you to write, how would you handle a difficult patient in the hospital in an essay, article, or even letter writing form? So it depends on the school as well. So with this, you have to start preparing or learn how to write essays, or even how to write the formal letter or an informal letter, or even articles. Now let's go to the objective test. With the objective test, you are going to write it either on the computer or a paper. Objective test comprises of English, maths, science, and also general knowledge and even logical reasoning. Let's start with English. With the English, you see some questions around comprehension, idiomatic expression, adjectives, nouns, pronouns, or even synonyms and antonyms in objective form. So you can choose your choice. Those chess questions you were being taught back in school. We also have the science questions, that is the general knowledge ones in relation to science, like photosynthesis. You see them in the objective test, or what is matter, what energy. Those simple science questions that you are like familiar with. Another one is maths. With the maths, you can see something like inequalities, substitution, fraction, board marks. Those types of questions are all parts of the objective test questions. Now, with the general knowledge one, you can be asked that write the meaning of MOH in objective test, because during my time at 37 or GAFCON, during our entrance exams, we were having a blank space where you write the meaning of some of the abbreviations they wrote, like what is PPE, then you write it beside it. MOH, you write it beside it. Meaning of GAF, Ghana Armed Forces, you write it beside it. So with those types of things, just learn some abbreviations in relation to nursing as well. With the general knowledge one, you can be asked what is the tallest mountain in Ghana or Africa, or anything which is very, very simple for you to understand. All of them are part of the objective test. So with that one, you are just picking your answer and then you are good to go. We also have logical reasoning or critical thinking in nursing as well. How would you handle a difficult patient? Some of these simple questions are all part of the entrance exams or the objective tests. So it depends on the school and how they are going to do it for you. Example of such schools which usually write entrance exams is Teshi, Kwalebu, 37, but last year they didn't write, but I can't really tell for this year or subsequent years coming. It depends on the years they do it, and if they do it, fine. If they don't, fine. And also we have UHAS. They also write entrance exams. ATBA, Trifupura, so some of them also write entrance exams. So ask somebody who made you buy that form. Ask about whether the school writes entrance exams or not. Now let's go to how to prepare towards an aptitude test. First of all, revise your notes or your SHS notes like maths, English, and science. Be focused about it because those are the main key core subjects which usually appears in aptitude tests. If it is for essay writing, that means that they are focusing on English only. But if it is objectives, they are focusing on the maths, English, and science as well. So be somebody who likes calculating things. Get a calculator and then practice how to solve inequalities, how to solve ratio, how to solve fractions. And for the English, be reading more, try solving some comprehension or even some sample synonyms, antonyms, idiomatic expressions, those things as well, or even adjectives. English is not that difficult. And then with science, be reading about the nutrients or even the photosynthesis, energy, matter, the chambers of the heart. You see, some small things that you were taught in SHS. And I know that you might not meet any of those, but then I'm just giving you a little clue of how it is usually done. Okay. 2. Please read more of the current affairs. Be current. Minister of Health, you should be current with it. The meaning of MOH, you should be current with it. Who is the Minister for Sanitation, Energy, or who is the Minister of Education, the Vice President, who even composed the national anthem or the national flag, which month or year did we gain independence as well. All of that too usually appears in the interview. So I'm giving you interview plus aptitude test samples, okay? And also the 16 regions, their capitals, and even with the interviews, they usually ask that one too as well. So be current and also ask more questions about interviews from your friends as well. Tip number 3, read more about nursing or nursing concepts. That is, why do you want to be a nurse? Role of a nurse. Who brought about nursing? Or who is the mother of nursing? Qualities, roles of a nurse, duties of a nurse, or even duties of a midwife, public health, anything at all. Just be concerned about nursing concepts as well. Practice with your friends and family as well. Practice. I would add a link about aptitude test in the description so that at least you will get something to try your hands on or understand how aptitude test is all about as well. But even though it wouldn't be the one we'll be asked to do in the school, I'm just giving you a little clue of how it looks like. The final thing is that be calm. Please be calm, okay? I know that when people hear the word aptitude test or entrance exams, they are always scared that, hey, what if I go and then I fail? Or what would happen? Yes, so be calm. What to wear for aptitude test? Usually the schools don't add what to wear to it. So wear any decent attire, okay? Any attire at all for aptitude test. But if the school says you are going to write the aptitude test the same day as the interview, then with that one, dressed formal, because after the aptitude test, you are going to do interview. So please dress formal for that. But if the school didn't state that you are going to do aptitude test and then interview the same day, you can wear any decent attire for the aptitude test. For the aptitude test, they don't usually ask for interview fee, but for interviews, they ask for interview fee. Please make sure that you remain calm, pray for favor, pray for retentive memory, pray for guidance and also protection, because I know the majority of us will practice. By the end of the day, they'll end up feeling scared, shy, and some of us might be even called to go home. So please pray for favor. Please pray for guidance, because you are going to pick a car to the place. You are going to ask for directions because you have never been to that town before or the school's location before. So please note that with entrance exams, it depends on the school. A school may decide that they'll do entrance exams. Another school may decide that they'll not do. It is not compulsory that all schools are going to do it. It depends on the school. Each schools have their own admission way of selecting their students. Some schools select through interviews only, whilst others select through entrance exams and interviews. So please, that one depends on the school. Just ask God to help you and also guide you and also give you favor and then grace, because that is very important as well. And go early. eat, drink water, and then safe as well. And comment if you have heard that your school you are going to apply to, they organize entrance exams. If this video has been helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and also subscribe to my channel. And I would add a sample one in the description for you to solve as well, or for you to see how some of them looks like. See you in my next episode. Bye bye.